Hello all, just sitting down here in Najena, killing whatever for experience, and some of the stuff's in the way, you know, to get to the things I want, but hit level 28, just moving through the dungeon. Pretty much, like I've said before, if the experience is going good, I pretty much stay where I'm at, grind it out. There's a couple nice drops in here that would be nice to get. There's a haste staff that drops off of, it's either Drellsna or Najena. I would have to look it up, but need a couple levels before I would be able to solo that, and it's a rare drop too, so maybe one day. Just showing you what I'm doing if you didn't know. Working my spell skills. This is for the Ghoulbane quest. I have one already. I'll probably do that at some point when I get down into Guck there. I don't know how hard it'd be for a Dark Elf. I don't know the rep on it, but it's the end result is a pally weapon. Could look it up for you if you didn't know what it was. Most people that play the game probably know, but if you didn't, it's this weapon here. Has Dismiss Undead on it. It's a quest, so. I'm just running around. I pluck off this. There's a mage running around. I don't know. Sometimes he kills this warrior. Sometimes he doesn't, I guess. Could probably run by it, but it's experience for me, so I just pick it off. I kill the 3 skeletons down here. The one that's this way. Then the one behind the ogre you just saw me kill. And then there's one over to the left here. And then I'll run up the hall and kill the spider there. Just woke up, so figured I would come down here and play this. Need to make another cup of coffee. Get woke up. Get some health back here. Was sitting here listening to music. I had to turn it off because of the copyright, but got a little playlist here to jam to usually when I'm doing this. So, but let's see. Let me look up that spear for you while I'm medding here. It's this spear here, this Ashwood short spear, drops off to Drellsna. She's a 25 SK, so it's got 10 charges of haste on it. There's a couple other drops that she has, I think. Let's see what else. She used to drop the J boots, but that's not on this server anymore. Disease earring. The key. I'd need the key for one of the rooms. These 2 keys here. That's about it really from her. Najena drops some caster stuff. Usually Necros are in here looking for that. Like the there's a tome. This tome of runes. And then they want the flowing black robe, which is pretty nice. I mean, for the level anyway. But this is good for a few levels of experience. I've been in here since what? Well, I came in here earlier, but around level 21, 22, I kind of popped in and out of here in Lava Storm. Thinking about going over to Soleil, doing a little bit of experience over there, maybe. Had a couple duos in here. A couple I haven't posted yet. I don't want to keep posting the same zone, but it's different stuff. Grouped with an enchanter. It was in the guild. Most people usually come in here and find a camp and stay at it and go a few levels usually. Try to stay out of other people's way if they're in here, unless they want a duo and run through the dungeon or something. Oh, that hill again. But I killed that one over there. I don't think, well, you can go down that hall, but I go around the corner here and kill this spider. It's still blue, yeah. Blue to me. Then I just run back to the front and do the terrors. And the ogre, like I showed before. A couple skeletons up there. Paused the video for a second there. I had to cough. Getting quite a little bit of spider silk here. Redo my buff. Set here and med up a bit and run back up to the front. So what else is in here? The Widow Mistress, of course you need quite a few levels for her. She's a level 36, so I think she's probably really a level 40, but she's resistant to spells and stuff, so she drops Stiletto with a Blood Claw. I guess that'd be pretty nice. I don't know what Blood Claw does. Have to look that up. Probably a poison or something. Poisoned your target, yeah. Rogues would probably love that, yeah. Necro Rogue, Shadow Knight. So that'd be a drop to get. The rest of it, that's probably for a quest. What is it? What do you get from that? Just rep or something. King's Orb, Wraith Mountains, Lower Guk. Oh, so you could get a mask with fear on it. That'd be pretty nice for a cleric or would it say druid? So there's some pretty nice things in here. I got a reagent pouch. It's for a nice breastplate or a quest for one. This tunic of Rizaden, 15 AC, 2 Dex, 2 Stam, Intelligence 1, some saves on it. It's for Shadow Knight, so probably do that quest at some point. Wiki's pretty handy. So run back up here and this works out pretty good because this skeleton here seems to be on a faster spawn timer. At least it would seem so. He's usually loaded down with gear. He drops. I don't know if someone used him as a pet and gave him a bunch of stuff one time. He had like 2 daggers, a tunic, a pair of shoes, and a bracer or something. Like he was really decked out. Drop anything that time. Make sure those skeletons aren't up. This should be repopped by now, so. I'll set over here in the corner. Been using hide a little more. But let's check out Soleil here. I gotta kill this guard. So I was thinking about going in here, Soulless Sky, it's level 20 to 40. So I might do that since I'm over here. It's got a pretty nice zone experience modifier. It's a pretty big place. I haven't been in there in a long time. Good bit of casters. Let's see what all. Level 40. Captain Benubble. Little gnome. So stuff's about even con. It looks like there's some stuff a little bit higher maybe. The entrance ought to be pretty good, 21, 22, so it'd probably be decent experience. There's a good bit of casters. The wizards and shamans. There's a cleric, magician. Good mix. So I'll probably do that, show that zone. Do a little video on that. Try to get around level 30 or so I can get Feign Death. I believe that's when I get Feign Death. Let me look. I get a new pet at 29. Yeah, I get Feign Death at level 30. So, get a few spells. Gather Shadows, a nice invisibility, Heat Blood, new life draw. That'll replace, what is it, Life Tap or Siphon Life or whatever this spell is. Life Spike. Something to look forward to, I guess. Get a little more utility in the spell book here. Run back here. Oh, wait, I don't need to do that. I gotta kill that skeleton. Should be back up by now. Yeah. I usually just numb the dead, that green one. I could kill it for the bone chips, I guess, but I got plenty of bone chips for now, killing all this stuff. And Shadow Knights are kind of built to fight undead, you know, with some of their spells, like Ward Undead here is a direct damage. If you didn't know. Not that I'm an expert on it, I just read what the stuff does and use it and mess about killing stuff. So. Set here and med before I go back there. So that's my pet spells in East Commons Tunnel. I need to work rep to buy it myself. I'll probably just buy it on my enchanter or get somebody standing in the tunnel to buy it for me, you know. Hand them the plat, it'll be easier, I guess. Rather than run around and kill orcs. Get a shield skin at 34. So that'll be nice. Get a new buff at 30, 15 strength, wave of enfeeblement. Get a new pet. Heat blood, get a nice dot. That's pretty good. Endure disease, that'll help. So, and then after 39, it looks like 10 levels before I get anything. So, what's nice is it looks like most of them I can buy from the vendor until I get around level 50, then a couple of them are drops. Looks like there's 3 or 4 drop spells. So, by the time I get there, I guess, be some nice experience. Gear's pretty much the same. Probably need to work on my AC a little bit. Got some different rings. I got a, what is it, goblin. It's a goblin ring of some kind. It's got 3 strength and something else. I think 3 intelligence on it or something. But I'll get something probably better than that. Try to just get it as I go rather than twink out too much is what they call it. But to be a decent tank, I mean, you got to have a little bit of gear. If you get in a group, you don't want... Try not to have the cleric have to wear herself out healing me. All those Shadow Knights can heal themselves a little bit. I mean, the next level of this life draw spell or life spike spell will be nice. Working me over a little bit. So what else can we talk about? Where to go next? Probably Soul A, between here and there. There's a couple named in here, like the Bone Cracker and stuff. Wanna work on him. Kill that guard. He doesn't normally add in, but just kill him to get him out of the way. Use him to heal a little bit, if nothing else. These are green, but they still give experience. So I'll probably get... they might give experience around a level 30, I would imagine. Find out once I hit 29, I guess. Because they're level 20 to 22, so... It's been pretty good to me. A lot of people say that, you know, it seems boring to people, but it's just, you know, you find a good spot and, well, you stick with it. It's pretty easy. I don't have to run around. It's close to my hometown. Can bank and sell and do all that stuff. Got a couple hundred plat saved up again just from running and selling whatever, you know, stuff I lead. I need to work on some weight reduction bags. This backpack dropped off something in here. I usually have one bag spot open just because I have my fletching. When I make arrows, I got plenty of arrows for now, but I gotta buy some more reagents for the next. I think I'm up to the class 2. Look, trade skills here. If you didn't know, I think I'm making class 2 arrows right now. The 100 range ones. Could do the wood point, get a little more range. So it's I don't know what my fletching's at. I'd have to take a look. Let me look at my skills here. So one hand blind master, one hand slash I need to work on, 2 hand blind, all that stuff, 2 hand slash. I haven't really worked at that. I need to look at the specialize. Let's see. What do Necrom or Shadow Knights specialize in? Do they get spell specialization? Have to look at the trainer. I would say it's probably the dots or whatever. So what abjuration? But let's see. 200 sense heading, 145, pretty much bash, all that stuff. It's pretty good. Defense. Languages, dodge. Fletching, I'm at 36, so. That's that, if you're wondering. Get back at it here. I got another terror whip. Has life tap on it. I accidentally sold mine. Then I had another one drop. I saw a lower level out in front of Nariak. I gave him one. So he'd have a weapon to use. It was like a level 2. I don't remember what he was. A cleric or something maybe. But I'm sure another one will drop, you know, since I'm in here killing this stuff anyway. Nice little low-B weapon. These things are warriors, but they have a spell called knockback. A lot of times I resist it at this point, but that's why I back against the wall. Hit me that time. I'll go back. I use the invis just so I don't argue these skeletons walking by them. I mean, I could kill them for the bone chips, but like I said, I have a good bit of bone chips right now. So I guess you could always use more and sell them in the tunnel probably, but looks like the placeholders are up, so I'll go ahead and kill those. Get bone chips from killing these anyway. That way a terror might spawn there. It's a placeholder for them. I'll sit here and heal a little bit, get my ward undead out because I'll be fighting skeletons here in a little bit. The mage is in here for an epic piece or something. I was talking to him earlier. Sit here and get some mana. See what else is in here. This blue two-handed hammer is pretty nice. The visiting priestess. Drops in here as a quest or something. Well, that'd be nice. That clawed knuckle ring. As far as drop stuff goes, anyway. Guess anybody could read the wiki if they play, I guess. Who's gonna hit him? I don't know if any rogues or whoever makes poisons would use those Horror's Bane or not, but that's what they're for. So he's doing his epic. Wonder what he's needing in here. Twisted earring, maybe. Wrathful drops the Traveler's Pouch. What level is he? 25. I think he's an undercon too. Wrathful the Incarnate. Yeah, he's level 30. He came running by me earlier. Necro was killing him. I was like, oh shit. Luckily he didn't Argo on me, but I killed the goblin, I guess. Hide here. Alright, I'll pause this for a second. I'm going to run to the little boy's room. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Looks like my buff's dropped. Nice thing about hide is you don't have to worry about getting attacked. You just make sure when you hide, you're indifferent when you con it. Otherwise, you're not hidden. It's one of the main reasons I picked the Dark Elf. I'll probably do, like my clerics before has always been like a dwarf. But I'll probably do a Dark Elf or maybe a, well, I made a halfling because they have sneak. But since I like hiding out in dungeons, I don't mind open world stuff. There's some nice spots in the world, but give you a peek of, I guess, going inside dungeons if you do that kind of thing. Got poison. Eventually I'll probably go into where the Widow Mistress is. There's 3 or 4 spiders in there I can pull. Collect this spider silk. I was selling it, but I've been saving it. Looks like that skeleton's up. Pull it. That other one might be up too. Fizzle, fizzle. My ogre friend is up. Skeleton should be back up. Yeah. Usually bash, then I cast my spells. It gives me a better chance to not be interrupted. As far as what's on the bar, I got Numb the Dead, which is a CC, Engulfing Darkness, which is a snare, Siphon Strength, Disease Cloud, Life Spike, Fear, which I don't use much. I will later on when I have room. Vampiric Embrace, which is a life tap proc buff, and then Ward Undead for undead things. So, probably keep this video around an hour or so. Met up a little bit and kill this other skeleton and work my way back out to the front. Probably go sell. Getting heavy, so. tried to alternate the Befallen and the Najena, although as far as level, they're out of order. I want to go back in there and get that third key and explore that some more. So that should be fun, although that's a hard place to get out of. If you die, you gotta get someone that can pick locks, or get somewhere where you're able to get your corpse. I noticed you get swarmed at times. I had my pet do that, I think, the other night. I got rooted and ended up dying because of it. I think it argoed some stuff that I didn't want. Especially because it's lower level. Like, my next pet's max level is like 16, and that's, about half the level I would be, level 29, so. At least if you've never been in here, you get to see the place a little bit. You'd come and try it yourself, I suppose, if you wanted. Looks like the terrors are up. At least one of them will kill the skeleton. Sit here and med a little bit. And I'll kill that terror. Make this video for you, then I can go back to listening to music. Helps pass the time, I guess. My ogre friend there. Sit here and med, then I'll kill this elemental and the skeleton, and the ogre guard, and then the two terrors at the front, and then I'll probably go sell. You've seen me do that before, so finish the video. It'll probably be around an hour by the time I get to those two, so. Some people like the longer videos with this, so. Although most people have probably seen Najena anyway. Pause this while I med a little bit and get some mana. While I'm AFK here, I'm going to listen to some Rhino Bucket Train Ride. It's a pretty good album, if you never heard of them. Rock and roll. Alright, I'm back. I accidentally hit stop on the recording instead of pause, so I'll cut this into there. Kill these last 4, I guess, and if you fight too close to this wall, you argo those when you're killing this guard. I normally just come down here and set until we pass around the corner. Sometimes he's behind you. If he's walked all the way down, he'll stand just to the left of me by the skeleton. It's the only one you have to worry about if you're setting in this hall. I guess if you hide, you don't have to worry about him at all, but you need to con at least a skeleton around the corner to make sure you're indifferent. I mean, being invisible to undead, I'm indifferent, but he's not undead, so. At least it gives me a little time to get mana back, I guess, and health, if nothing else. Take a sip or two of coffee. Here comes my buddy. A lot of people do like Troll or Ogre Shadow Knights, but when I've played them without Shrink, they get stuck on everything, or they can't fit through places, so I'd rather not make it too hard on myself, although that's a challenge, I guess. Shrink potions are your friend with the larger races, so. But to each his own with the class race pick. I like the way the Dark Elves look in their armor, so look pretty cool. pause this here. Alright, back here. Kill this one and then run over to Nariak and unload. So I'll pause this until I get over there. Alright, let's see how much I made from my vendor stuff here. Refill my I don't really need to buy it, but just go ahead and fill it up since I'm here. I'm good on bandages. Oh, got more crap there. So 38 plat. The most I've ever had in one thing I had all my bags full was like 58 or 59 plat. So I'm back up to 446 plat just from selling that stuff. But set here and call that a video. Have a good one.